In today's world, focus is a superpower. We are constantly bombarded with distractions. Emails, notifications, and social media compete for our attention. It feels like we're always on, but rarely truly productive. This is where deep work comes in. Deep work is about focused concentration. It's about dedicating your full attention to a demanding task. Think of a writer crafting a novel or a programmer coding a complex algorithm. They are immersed, producing high-quality work. On the other hand, shallow work is superficial. It's about tasks that are easily interrupted and don't require much brain power. Answering emails, attending unproductive meetings, or scrolling through social media are all examples of shallow work. We get very little done, and we feel unfulfilled. The problem? Most of us spend our days in a state of shallow work. We flit between tasks, never giving any our full attention. This constant distraction comes at a cost. We sacrifice quality, creativity, and ultimately our ability to achieve meaningful results. Deep work is becoming increasingly rare. In a world obsessed with busyness, true focus is a competitive advantage. Those who can master deep work will thrive. Why? Because deep work is directly tied to high-level output. When we engage in deep work, we tap into our full potential. We produce work that is not just good, but exceptional. We solve complex problems and generate innovative ideas. This level of output is not possible when we are constantly distracted. Deep work is also incredibly satisfying. Think about a time when you were fully immersed in a task. Maybe you were writing, painting, or working on a challenging project. Remember the feeling of accomplishment? That's the power of deep work. In a world that often feels shallow and meaningless, deep work provides a sense of purpose. It allows us to connect with our work on a deeper level and create something truly valuable. So how do we cultivate deep work in our lives? In today's fast-paced world, finding the time and mental space to engage in deep, focused work can be a challenge. However, by understanding and implementing certain strategies, we can create an environment that fosters productivity and creativity. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, outlines 4 distinct approaches to help us achieve this state of deep focus. These approaches are designed to cater to different lifestyles and work habits, ensuring that everyone can find a method that suits them. These approaches are monastic, bimodal, rhythmic, and journalistic. Each has its unique characteristics and can be adapted to fit various personal and professional needs. The monastic approach is the most extreme. It involves isolating yourself from all distractions to focus entirely on your work. This method is ideal for those who can afford to retreat from daily life and immerse themselves in their projects. It involves isolating yourself from the world to focus entirely on your work. This could mean retreating to a secluded cabin in the woods or finding a quiet room in your home where you can work undisturbed. Think of writers who retreat to secluded cabins or monks living in monasteries. These individuals remove themselves from the hustle and bustle of everyday life to concentrate solely on their work. The bimodal approach divides your time between periods of intense deep work and periods of shallow work. This method allows for a balance between focused productivity and more routine tasks. You might dedicate several days a week to deep work and the rest to other commitments. For example, you could spend Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on deep work while using the other days for meetings, emails, and other less demanding tasks. The rhythmic approach involves incorporating deep work into your daily routine. This method is about creating a consistent schedule that includes regular blocks of time dedicated to deep work. This could mean dedicating the first 2 hours of each morning to deep work or blocking out specific time slots in your calendar. By making deep work a regular part of your day, you can build a habit that enhances your productivity over time. Finally, the journalistic approach is about fitting deep work in whenever you can. This method is ideal for those with unpredictable schedules who need to be able to switch into deep work mode on short notice. This is ideal for those with unpredictable schedules who need to be able to switch into deep work mode on short notice. It requires a high level of discipline and the ability to focus quickly, even in less than ideal conditions. The key is to find the approach that works best for you and your lifestyle. Everyone's work habits and schedules are different, so it's important to experiment with these methods to see which one helps you achieve the best results. Experiment and see what helps you achieve a state of deep focus. By trying out different strategies, you can discover the most effective way to enhance your focus and productivity, ultimately leading to greater success in your personal and professional endeavors. Section 4. Embracing boredom, the key to unlocking focus. Our brains are wired to seek novelty. We are constantly bombarded with information and stimulation. This makes it difficult to focus on a single task for an extended period. We get bored easily. But here's the thing, boredom is not the enemy. In fact, it's the gateway to deep work. When we allow ourselves to be bored, we train our minds to resist distractions. We build our capacity for sustained focus. Think about it this way, if you constantly give in to the urge to check your phone or browse the internet, you're weakening your attention span. You're making it harder to engage in deep work. Instead of fearing boredom, embrace it. Use it as an opportunity to strengthen your focus. Resist the urge to reach for your phone or switch tasks. Sit with the boredom and see what happens. You might be surprised by what you can achieve. Section 5. Disconnecting to reconnect, the social media paradox. Social media is designed to be addictive. The platforms are meticulously crafted to keep us engaged for as long as possible. Notifications, likes and comments trigger the release of dopamine in our brains, creating a cycle of craving and reward. This chemical reaction is similar to what happens with other forms of addiction. This constant stimulation fragments our attention and makes it difficult to focus. We find ourselves jumping from one notification to the next, unable to concentrate on a single task for an extended period. Many of us turn to social media for connection. We crave interaction and validation from our peers. But ironically, it often leaves us feeling more disconnected and isolated. The curated lives we see online can make us feel like we are missing out or not measuring up. We compare ourselves to others, feel inadequate, and lose sight of what truly matters. This comparison trap can lead to feelings of depression and anxiety. Disconnecting from social media, even for a short period, can be incredibly beneficial. It allows us to step back and gain perspective. It allows us to break free from the constant stimulation and reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. Start small. Take a few minutes each day to be present in the moment. Try turning off notifications for a few hours each day. This simple step can reduce the urge to check your phone constantly. Designate specific times to check social media rather than scrolling mindlessly throughout the day. Setting boundaries can help you regain control over your time. Consider taking a social media detox for a day, a weekend, or even longer. This break can help reset your relationship with technology. You might be surprised by how much more time and mental energy you have when you're not constantly plugged in. Engaging in hobbies and activities you love can bring a sense of fulfillment and joy. This newfound freedom can be channeled into deep work and other meaningful pursuits. By reducing our reliance on social media, we can improve our mental health, productivity, and overall well-being. Section 6. Taming shallow work strategies for control. Shallow work is a necessary part of life. It includes tasks like answering emails, attending routine meetings, and handling administrative duties. We can't eliminate it entirely, nor should we try to. These tasks, while not always demanding, are essential for the smooth functioning of our professional and personal lives. However, we can take steps to minimize its impact on our productivity and well-being. By managing shallow work effectively, we can free up more time and mental energy for deep, meaningful work. One effective strategy is scheduling. This involves setting aside specific times during the day to handle shallow work tasks. Instead of letting shallow work bleed into your entire day, designate specific times to tackle these tasks. For example, you might decide to check emails only twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Batch your emails, schedule meetings back-to-back, and set aside time for administrative work. This way, you can handle all your shallow work in one go, leaving the rest of your day free for deep work. Another powerful tool is goal setting. Setting clear, specific, and achievable goals can help you stay focused and motivated. When you have clear goals in mind, it's easier to prioritize deep work. You know exactly what you need to achieve and can plan your day accordingly. Ask yourself, what is the most important thing I need to accomplish today? This question can help you identify your top priorities and ensure that you allocate enough time for deep work. How can I structure my day to make time for deep work on this task? Consider breaking your day into blocks of time dedicated to different types of work. By being intentional about how we structure our time and focus our energy, we can create more space for deep work and minimize the distractions of shallow work. This might involve setting boundaries, such as using noise-cancelling headphones or working in a quiet space. Remember, it's not about eliminating shallow work altogether, but about controlling it so it doesn't control us. By taking charge of our schedules and setting clear goals, we can ensure that shallow work serves us rather than the other way around.